Brown Dog Gadgets. Live.
Terrible.
Hello, welcome to Brown Dog Gadgets Live. I'm Amanda, the Education Outreach Coordinator here at Brown Dog Gadgets. Behind the camera, I've got Pete. Yeah. We are going to be doing some Valentine skins for the Robot Buddy today. But before we do that, if you have not followed us on our social media platforms, please go check us out and follow us. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or X, and YouTube. Also, the project guide for what you see today, as well as all of our other projects, products, and guides, can be found at browndoggadgets.com. And then if you have any questions, feel free to chat with us while we stream. Otherwise, you can always email us later at help@browndoggadgets.com. All right, so for the Robot Buddy, let's switch to the overhead cam.
Over.
Yeah, I'm ready. So the Robot Buddy is the base template that we use for a lot of different projects. So this is just the basic Robot Buddy body. But then you can add different things onto the front. So one of them has a couple different Valentine's Day options. So you could make Cupid here, which I did. There he is. So cute. Or you can make this Be My Valentine heart and put like one of the 5mm LEDs in the middle. So that is the one that we are going to do today. So first and foremost, we need our basic template here. I'm going to swing it around. So with our Robot Buddies, there are two things that are connected. One is a motor, so it actually vibrates around, and the other is typically some kind of LEDs. This is set up for 2 LEDs. We are going to switch ours up today and only use one, and I'll show you how to modify that as we go. All right. First and foremost, I already cut everything out and I scored those dotted lines just to make it easier to fold up once we get to that point. The other thing I did already is I cut these slits for where our switches will go. That way, they're already done. I'm going to loop some tape through those slits and I'll be able to control the Robot Buddy. All right, we're going to use Maker tape to build our circuits today. Maker tape is a nylon conductive tape. It is the far superior cousin to copper foil tape. Copper foil tape rips really easily. You can't necessarily overlap pieces. It's a pain to use, especially in the classroom, where Maker tape is just so much easier. It is quite easy to use, and kids really get the hang of it quickly.
Have I mentioned my tape wall at home?
You have. I don't know if you've mentioned it on here, though.
Yeah, I needed some tape today, and I have a variety. And I have some copper foil tape. It's like 1 inch wide.
Okay.
And I looked at it, and I'm like, it has uses, just not for this. You can solder to it.
Right.
I'll say that.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, my mom used copper foil when doing soldering with stained glass.
That's what we always tell teachers, like,
yeah,
what do I do with all this stuff? Like, find someone who does stained glass and see if they want it, because that's it.
Absolutely. All right, so to make that slit function, we're going to take some tape with the sticky side up here, and I'm going to slide it through that slit and stick it down onto the front. So you're going to see I've got a little bit sticking through, and then I'm going to pull it back so I still have my gap there. And then I'll do the exact same thing on the other side of that slit. That way, once I put some Maker tape in between there and bridge that gap, it will turn on our circuit or close our circuit. All right, then.
Do we have any jokes for our Valentine Day projects that are like, you turn me on with an idea?
Yeah, not really kid friendly, but
I know, but it's literally like turning
it
you
is
on
true.
if you're providing power in a circuit.
That's true.
It's that humor that kids can get and adults. Well, maybe the kids don't get it. I don't know. I'm on medication, so I'm just gonna stop.
Middle schoolers would.
Oh,
all right, so to attach our battery, we're going to use a tape loop. So I'm going to take about 1 inch worth of Maker tape, roll it up with the sticky side out, and put it right on that pathway. And put a battery right on top of there. Always positive side up. And then we're going to take our peel and stick vibrating motor and peel it. Guess what's coming next, Pete?
And?
Stick it.
And stick, yes. Peel and stick. 3 things.
That's right. All right, and then I'm going to take just a little bit of baker tape.
Did you measure, cut, peel, stick it?
No, I did not. I did not. I just peel and stick. Yeah. And I'm going to take this piece of maker tape and put it over my LED leg here, affixing it to the pathway. I'm gonna run my nail along the edges, make a nice solid connection, and then the other LED leg, or the other wire, it's not an LED, the other wire is going to go to the top of the battery. I'm gonna stick it down with some maker tape there as well. Now, my circuit is not on because I have an open circuit right now because of our gap. But before I finish up the project and close everything up, I want to make sure to test that out, because if I close everything up, tape it all together, and then something's not working, it's more of a pain to take everything apart. So I'm just going to take the top of my maker tape, bridge that gap, make sure it works, and it does. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, so our motor part is done. Now we're going to set up a circuit with one 5mm LED. I'm going to start with my battery end. And this circuit's going to look a little bit different than the template, just for the simple fact that we're only doing one. But it really is still the same concept. Yeah. We'll do our tape loop. And another battery. We do have some projects that only use one battery for an LED and a motor, but the power draw is usually a little too high for the LED to continue working flawlessly that way.
Yeah, that motor really takes as much current as it can.
So this project is great because then you can actually decide which circuit you're activating. You can have one on or the other at a time, or both.
Guess what?
Is it Mike? Hey, hi Mike. All right, then we're gonna do the same thing with our slit here.
Is he talking about you, me, or the project? Huh?
That wasn't a joke. All right, and then I'm going to take one nice long piece of maker tape.
I mean, look what he said next, you know.
It is true. Pete is back, and it makes my heart happy. All right. And then I'm going to do the same thing here and make my positive pathway that comes from the slit. I'm not going to cut this piece yet because it is a little longer, so I'm going to put it through first and figure out how long I want it.
Some good taping right there.
Thank you. I've had a little practice.
Yeah. I wonder how many kilometers of tape we've applied over the years.
I don't know.
Maker tape, that is.
A lot.
Yeah.
All right, so I want to add my 5mm LED, but I want to know exactly where it's going to go on the front. And you'll notice on the back, we don't really have it lined up for just one. I could guess and just estimate in the middle, or I can plan it out. Ooh. So I've got my heart here. And you'll notice for the back, or for the LED, I've got my holes one on top of the other, because it'll be like this when it's out. So the top one is going to be positive, and the bottom one will be negative. So I'll put my 2 holes right in the middle of my heart.
It's gonna freehand it, huh?
Yep.
All right.
But then I'm gonna flip this over and kind of plan out where I want my heart to be.
Okay.
because I don't want it too low where it's hitting the table.
Yeah.
So I'm going to kind of figure out where exactly I want it. And now that I've put those holes through that, I can kind of line this up and then use my pin again to poke through those holes I already made. And then we'll put that LED back through. And I don't even really need to tape or glue it down because the LED is going to hold it into the project.
Look at this. Yeah, thank you.
Yay! Hi, Kim. Welcome. All right. Then I'm going to bend my longer LED leg towards my positive pathway. And I'm just going to bend the shorter one down this way because why not? And I am wondering, yeah, that's really close. I'm just going to bend this just slightly to the side.
Easy to bend.
Because I don't want it to hit the edge and then either break through the paper or end up causing my circuit not to work. All right, now I'm going to take a little bit more maker tape and connect my positive LED leg to my positive pathway. Same thing as usual, running my nail along the sides of it so I make that nice strong connection. And then I don't have maker tape underneath that short LED leg right now. That's okay. I can, or I could just put a piece over the whole top of it and then I'll connect it. I do love the Robot Buddies because there are so many different ways that you can connect it to things. There's so many different options for skins on this project.
Oh, that kind of connect, right?
Yeah, that kind.
And again, medication.
That's fair.
Yeah, there's a good variety that we've done, and you could come up with all sorts of other ideas as well.
All right, before closing it, once again, I'm going to test out my circuit, make sure it works, and it does. Wonderful. Now that I've built those, I'm going to close up my Robot Buddy. So folding on all those dotted lines that I pre-scored.
Yeah.
Maker tape and turtles.
Yeah, it's turtles all the way down. Are you too young for that?
Yep.
Or not nerdy enough?
I don't know what we're talking about right now.
I think, Michael, correct me, I'm sure. So there's this drawing of like the planet Earth. Okay. And it's riding on a turtle.
Wait, pause your thought. I'm now going to go ahead and tape all these sides together with tape. Okay, go ahead.
So there's planet Earth, and it's on a turtle, and that's how it's moving around like the galaxy or something. And
sure.
Someone's like, yeah, but what's holding up the turtle? It's like, well, it's another turtle. It's like, what's under that? It's just turtles all the way down.
All the way.
Michael, tell me if that's wrong, I'm sure, but in about a minute when he gets the broadcast.
Absolutely. All right, and then this is kind of a trickier one. You're just going to shove it underneath there. Since I didn't glue it down or tape it down at all, I still have access. Truthfully, with all the sides that you have on this project, you don't have to have tape on every single one. It'll still stay closed for the most part. But Pete and I are, we like things to be done the right way. So.
Yes, that is correct.
All right. Got the tricky spots done. I don't think I ever folded that one. Now, one other thing that I am doing right now that's not very helpful is I'm covering up my slit. So I'm going to take this tape and cut it back so I still have access to that slit. There we go.
We got a question. Oh no, copper tape. No,
so first and foremost, I would highly suggest not using copper foil tape. It is not easy to use. You do typically need to have it all in one straight line. And I don't know if switches would work with copper foil tape, to be honest. Because the path isn't
if you
continuous.
Try doing it with copper foil, it's going to be a little more tricky. Like I think we've said, sometimes it's not conductive on the adhesive side. Mm-hmm. It tears easily, obviously, and sometimes you can't bend it because of it's only conductive on one side. So yeah, you'd have to just play with it and try it and see if it works. But maker tape we know works.
Maker tape works really well. You can do a right angle turn. You can also take two pieces and put them over the top of each other. It is just really consistent in how well it works. If it looks like the circuit is complete, it probably is. If you've never used Maker Tape before, I highly suggest you email help@browndoggadgets.com and ask for a sample. Josh will send you a sample of it.
Mike says, yes, infinite regression is the turtles all the way down thing. And he says copper tape is non-conductive.
Oh.
What? That's interesting. Is it just copper colored tape maybe? I don't even know. Non-conductive.
I mean, at what point, what's the point then?
I guess if you want copper colored tape that is specifically an insulator, then Mike has it.
I guess. All right, so we've got our robot buddy put together here, but to control it, we need to make sure that we've got something to put into these little slits. So we are going to make some switches. Awesome. So we've got this rectangle. I'm going to fold it in half the hot dog way.
Well,
you knew it was coming.
I didn't.
And then the hamburger way. And I'm only going to add Maker Tape to one half of it. So around from the front and around to the back, but only on one of those halves. Also, Kim, if you are an educator in the United States and you want to check out all of our stuff, make sure you join our newsletter, because once we get full approval and stuff opens up, we will be signing people up for what's called the Pathfinder Summer Institute. It is a 30-plus hour online training that we do via Zoom. You literally get a huge box of stuff, and then we build along with you and teach you how to use everything. You get to use the Maker Tape. You even get to use the Maker Tape on Lego, and then you start working on robotics and coding. So if that's something that's interesting to you, like you're interested in, definitely join our newsletter, because as soon as registration opens up for Pathfinders, we will be sending out an email blast and letting people know. We had 210 educators last year join Pathfinders. It is an amazing opportunity. It is for public and charter educators within the United States, and it's free. So it's free and you get stuff and training.
Yeah.
It's a pretty great opportunity.
It's like we're paying you almost.
I know. It's true. All right, so I've got my switch. That one's vibrating.
Ooh.
Got to make another one for my light. But I'm going to make it not vibrate while I make this one, because that was irritating. Kim, the other thing...
I don't know.
The other thing you can definitely do, just to make sure you're on my radar, feel free to send me an email at amanda@browndoggadgets.com. And I'll add you to my list to make sure I tell you when it opens.
I don't have your email in here.
That's okay. You don't have to have my email. You have Dave's email. Or you could also send that to help@browndoggadgets.com and I'll add you. Awesome. So there is the switch for my light, the switch for my motor.
Yeah.
And we are blinking and vibrating. Awesome. No problem, Kim. We have a lot of fun, and we would love for you to join us. Right, Mike? Mike did it last year. With his turtles. Wonderful. Yeah, so this is the Robot Buddy build with one of the Valentine skins on it. No, that one's the vibrating one. I don't want that one. We're just going to turn on the lights for this one. There we go. Couple different options for really basically the same project. For this guy, I did do the two LEDs, as you can see, so basically how the template is built on the back, but then I hot glued on the extra parts onto the front, whereas this one didn't really need it since it's kind of connected. If you wanted to make sure it doesn't move at all, because it does move a little, you could add a little tape or glue to the back of it, but it's not really necessary.
Do you get a little wiggle when it moves around?
Maybe. Let's find out.
Might be worth leaving it loose.
That's the LED. Not really.
It's fine.
It was good in theory.
That way works pretty well.
Yeah. It break dances nicely.
Exactly.
I can't figure out where the switches go. It's fine.
It's okay.
Awesome. That's all I've got for you today. Tomorrow, we've got another microbit project where we're using a cardboard knife switch with a microbit and using it to control a NeoPixel strip. So definitely come check that out. It is a really good one. It is just so engaging, but yet really simple at the same time. And then next week, no stream on Tuesday.
Okay.
Wednesday is a fun project.
Ooh. Yeah, Wednesday and Thursday.
And so is Thursday.
Yeah,
so you should come join us.
I don't know what yet.
I'll know tomorrow.
Yeah, perfect.
So definitely join us tomorrow for the cardboard knife switch. We will make sure that you follow us on our social media platforms. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or X, and YouTube. Also, the template for this project, as well as all of our other projects, products, and guides, can be found at browndoggadgets.com. We do suggest printing this on heavier cardstock so it stands up to the circuitry. And if you have any questions, feel free to email us at help@browndoggadgets.com, especially if you're interested in Pathfinders or if you want to try out that awesome maker tape. That's what we're here for. That's all I've got for you today. We hope you'll join us again tomorrow.
Nice.
I'm so glad you found us too, Kim. Have a good one.
All right.
Thanks for watching. Please visit browndoggadgets.com for parts, projects, and curriculum. Follow us on social media at browndoggadgets. We'll see you next time.